Yeah, I just can't imagine. I feel like if you need me to leave, I can leave and all that stuff.
Yeah, but you can't drive without a license. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, but you have no reason to believe I don't have a license.
Show me your license.
Why?
Because you can't drive away in this without a license.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is, what I'm questioning is your basis to check my ID to drive my vehicle. It is 2023 where everyone has rights.
This incident takes place in Billerica, Massachusetts, in the early hours of the morning. The individual involved is traveling in an RV and decides to park behind what appears to be an abandoned mechanic shop, choosing that spot specifically to avoid parking on a friend's residential street overnight. Around 2 a.m., officers from the Billerica Police Department arrive and order him to exit the RV. Their stated reason is that he's on private property, which they claim makes him a trespasser.
Buddy, come on out.
What do you need?
Come on out.
If you need me to, yeah, but if you need me to leave, I doesn't mean for me to come out. I just leave.
No. Come on out for a second.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah, but come on out. You're behind an abandoned building parked out back here. Come on.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I'm here. So it's a lawful order for me to come out?
Yes.
Okay. It's just...
Did you get person clothes on? Just step on real quick. Come on. How you doing, bud? What brings you out here, pal?
Just driving through.
Just driving through? Okay. You have an ID on you?
Not on me.
You don't have an ID on you? No? Okay. What's your name and date of birth, pal?
Do I need to give it?
Yeah, because if I gotta let you drive out of here, I gotta make sure you got a license so you can drive.
But what crime did I commit to give my license?
Well, here's the thing. You can't be here. This is an abandoned property. You can't stay here. So if I order you to drive away, I gotta make sure you have a license so you can drive away.
So there's a law against like just being on a property or something like that?
Yeah,
I can't
because
just...
this is private property.
Yes.
Abandoned.
Well, I didn't know what's it.
You can't. What do you mean? Don't know? It's clearly there's nothing here, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty clear there's nothing inside there, right? You gotta see where I'm coming from. It's clear there's no one there.
Well, no, just I thought if like no one wants me to be here, they say leave, I leave. I thought it's like being trespassed or something.
But here's the thing: in order for you to move this, right, you gotta drive it. So
Okay.
For me to let you go and to drive legally in the state of Massachusetts,
Yes.
you need a license.
Correct. But do you suspect me of like not having a license or like?
Well, I can't let you drive without a license, so I need to make sure you have one.
But don't you have to suspect me of committing a crime before you take my license, though?
We're not taking your license.
I'm not
But
taking your
to
license.
ID me, I'm sorry.
But here's the thing: like I just said, you're in a private property. For me to let you go, you have to drive out of here. Therefore, I have to confirm that you have a license so I can let you drive out of here.
So,
Listen, hey,
Go ahead.
listen. You got no papers. You got no warrants. You got a valid license. You're gone. See you later.
Yeah.
No problem. I just gotta make sure you have a license. That's all.
I feel that I haven't done anything wrong to warrant checking my ID to...
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Buddy, you're not in trouble, okay?
Then why do you have to ID me?
Because listen, you're in it. I told you, private property, abandoned building, parked behind it. Okay. For me to let you go, I got to make sure you have a license to drive this.
Correct. So the basis to check my ID is solely so I have the ability and the privilege to drive a motor vehicle on the roadways by validating I have a valid driver's license.
Yes, that is correct.
So the point of conjecture of the building has nothing to play into that. You're stating that to let me drive this vehicle, you have to validate that I have a valid driver's license.
You can't be here because it's a private property. It's abandoned. You're parked behind it.
Okay.
For me to let you get out of here, you have to drive this thing, correct?
So Massachusetts, I can't be in abandoned buildings. I can understand that's a state thing I'm just not familiar with, but I just am not familiar with the law that states that for you to make sure that I have a valid driver's license to like leave somewhere, you have to check that first.
Because you can't drive. You can't drive in the state of Massachusetts without a license.
Sure.
It's an arrestable offense.
Sure, but do you have any reason to believe I don't have a valid driver's license?
I have to confirm that you have one.
Is that a law?
Yes. I have to confirm that you have a valid license to drive this right here.
I just don't feel like that's necessary to ID me to check a... Yeah, I just can't imagine. I feel like if you need me to leave, I can leave and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
but you can't drive without a license. That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, but you have no reason to believe I don't have a license.
Show me your license.
Why?
Because you can't drive away in this without a license.
But you're... I just don't believe you that I have to present an ID to...
All right, let me ask you this. What state in all the 50
I
states
can't
you
look
have
at him, sorry,
can you
'cause
drive a
I-
vehicle without a license?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can't look your direction because the lights.
Oh, okay. In what state in the entire United States can you drive without a license?
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is, what I'm questioning is your basis to check my ID to drive my vehicle. That's my basis. I understand.
No, you don't. I don't think you understand. Because what I'm telling you is, in order for you to drive a vehicle, you need
Yes.
a license.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we live in 2023. We can't just assume people's words saying, "I have a driver's license." We just need to verify. Like my partner was saying, if you have a driver's license, you show it to us. You say, "Hey, Joe, what's your name?" I'm sorry.
But it is 2023 where everyone has rights. I feel like if I have
We're not going into that. We're not violating rights. The law is we cannot let you drive this vehicle without a driver's license. Do you have a driver's license?
But so you pull everyone over and then check their driver's license?
Yes. But we didn't pull you over.
But don't you have to have like original, like, I mean, I don't, obviously I'm not a police officer, like, don't you need like probable cause to pull someone over or something like that? I see like,
I didn't pull you over. You're behind an abandoned building, sleeping in an RV.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't be behind an abandoned building.
Okay, my apologies. I didn't know that. I'm not like trying to hide. I didn't park in the McDonald's because it's a business. It runs and stuff like that. I was just trying to stay out of the way or something like that. I'm not, but I feel like I'm a criminal being checked my ID and all this stuff. And because I'm sleeping. It's the middle of the night. You need me to go? I'm gone. But like you pulled me out. I can't even just sit here. So I'm just gonna remain silent and y'all just let me know where we go from here. I don't know.
Like we were trying to tell you, you say you want to get gone, right? In order for us to let you get gone, we need to make sure you can legally drive this, and by doing that, we need an ID.
At this point, I would like to remain silent.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Race. Now, so this is what I don't understand. Okay, we're telling you right now, bud. You give us your name and date of birth. You have a valid driver's license. You have nothing on it. We're out of here. You can take this. You can go wherever you want. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you're not in trouble. So if you got nothing to hide, you're not in trouble with us. You give me your name and date of birth. You see you have a valid license. We're out of here. That's it. Plain and simple. We're not giving you a hard time. Okay? I'm not sitting here trying to dig up anything. No. Listen. I want to make sure you have a valid license so I can let you drive off the property with this. That's it.
Okay. At this point, I would like to remain silent.
You're not under arrest.
Okay. So can I go back inside?
You can't. No, because you can't be here.
Okay.
This can't be here.
Okay. But you're not allowing me to leave with it or to move it.
Because I don't know if you I don't know if you can drive this. You don't
Okay.
I don't know if you have a valid license. Oh, what part of that didn't you get on that?
I would like to remain silent.
I just, buddy, I don't know how much clearer I can be. You got a license?
Anyone park the Bank of America, which way?
Dude, obviously you're homeless, right? Living in a motorhome. So, in Massachusetts, if you don't have any right to be on the property, you're trespassing. Okay?
Okay.
You're parking on a building. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The building's vacant. People commit crimes. We have the right to go talk to you. Hey, what's up? How you doing tonight? And it's nighttime, Massachusetts. You gotta identify yourself, all right? So you're trespassing.
Oh, so it's a stop at ID state?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
But the problem is you're trespassing because you don't have any right to be here, and there's no right as an invitee, a licensee. You're not going to get any work done on your car because there's no oil changes being done here. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's one of the things.
Yeah.
We look at stuff like this.
Okay.
So if these guys didn't stop and talk to you, they'd be remiss in their duties.
Okay.
All right. So, where are you from?
I apologize, but I'm at this point of the stop. I'm just not answering questions and just not remaining silent.
All right. Is your truck registered?
I don't wish to answer any questions.
You don't wish to answer any questions, whether your
No,
truck's
sir.
registered or not? Okay, so if your truck's unregistered, it's getting towed. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if your truck's registered.
Okay.
And you have insurance on it, right?
I don't wish to answer. At this point, you're being.
So here's the deal.
Okay, I don't wish to answer any questions.
No, but here's the deal. You gotta prove your insurance.
Yeah. So what, you have driving license? Oh, you want to hear something? Oh, okay.
So that's the regular cop, and that's the sergeant. This cop said I couldn't leave until I came outside, talked to him, and ID'd. I refused, so we had to call the sergeant. Oh, there's the third cop, who finally, after I said I wouldn't answer any questions, let me leave.
From the very beginning, the officers say he has to leave, but they also insist that before he can leave, he must provide identification so they can confirm he has a valid driver's license. Massachusetts is not a stop and identify state. Police cannot demand identification from someone unless they are lawfully detained based on reasonable suspicion of a crime or unless the person is operating a motor vehicle during a lawful traffic stop. None of that was clearly established here. The officers repeatedly tied their ID demand to the idea that he might drive away, not that he was driving, not that they observed violation, and not that they had reason to believe he was unlicensed. That's a critical distinction. Police can't require identification based on a hypothetical future action. There's also the trespass claim. Trespassing on private property typically requires notice from the property owner or an authorized agent, or clear signage. Law enforcement doesn't automatically become the property owner's stand-in just because a building looks abandoned. Without confirmed authorization, that claim remains legally thin. What raises additional concern is the pressure tactics. The repeated implication that his RV, effectively his home, could be towed unless he complied creates an atmosphere of coercion. Consent obtained under threat isn't consent, it's compliance under pressure. So now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments.